Alrighty, guys, we have to break down Palantir stock in this video, cover how it did in the past week, what it did on Friday, and we'll break down their earnings coming up here, the estimates, kind of some quick numbers with the company. So hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and of course, don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo, guys. Fund your account at least $100 using that link down below. You get 5 stocks, and fund it with at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, and the clock's ticking, guys, using that link down below. And by the way, each of those could be valued up to $2,000. So get on it, guys. Use that Moomoo link. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So check it out. Palantir on Friday, in the midst of a rocky day, may I add, ended up going down 0.7%. And by rocky day, I mean for the indexes, where we had the Russell up 0.1%, NASDAQ down 0.6%, we had the Dow up 0.2%, S&P down 0.1%. So we had an all over the place type day in the stock market. And Palantir also went down on the day, 11 cents, 0.7% in the red. And we pretty much downtrended, guys, all day. You can see we did see some bullish momentum, if you will, in the morning, where Palantir got to about 1675 at open, roughly about 10 minutes after open, actually. And in the pre-market, we hit about 1660, but pretty much, you can see the head and shoulders played out here, clear head and shoulders. That played out, and we then just downtrended for the rest of the day. Although we did pretty much hold 1630, I guess you can say, 1635 all day, aftermarket included. Now that I'm looking at this, does this not look like a descending triangle? Uh-oh, guys, more downside. It could be around the corner, potentially, just based on that intraday chart. We'll see how it plays out, though. But either way, we downtrended on Friday and pretty much every single day last week. We hit 1835 on Monday, it looks like. Then we hit about 1785 Tuesday morning, 1770 Wednesday morning, 1715 Thursday morning, then Friday morning, 1675. So last week, essentially, lower high after lower high after lower high after lower high, and lower lows. Pretty much every day we took out the lows from the previous day. So heading into earnings, guys, Palantir is slipping. We can see again last week, pretty much, let's see, percentage wise, we didn't look at that. It went down about 11% last week from top to bottom. And on the 20-day chart, you guys can see we're still above the highs, or the lows, excuse me, from the beginning of this year. So technically, we're still holding an uptrend overall throughout this year. You guys can see these higher lows being made here. But pretty much now we're testing we're testing the bottom of that trend, 16, 1630. That's a big spot over the past couple of weeks, which if that breaks, man, we could be slipping even more on Palantir stock, which I don't know. Maybe you guys want that if you want to buy more shares, but it's already pretty beaten down in the grand scheme of things. You guys can see on the 4-hour chart, we're down from $22 now to 1635. We've got to be down 25%. Yep, 25% now from the top. And notice the overall uptrend on this 4-hour chart is still holding, clearly. You guys can see that heading into earnings, which are on the 5th or the 2nd of February. The 5th, yep, 5th after the bell. We have Palantir, and you could also say we have a wedge on the stock as well. Let me draw this out for you guys. We can see right here, if it wants to work, there we go. You guys can see the higher lows being made, but at the same time, we're making these lower highs. We have been since really the middle end of November, which has been over 2 months at this point for Palantir, all these lower highs that you guys can see. So, yeah, it all comes down now to what direction we end up picking. Do we break the moving averages, the top of the wedge here, in other words, $18, and maybe start going for a leg up? Or do we, ultimately take out the lows from earlier this year where we hit the mid-15s, then we break the bottom of the wedge, and it could be slipping even further, which could then turn potentially into a buying opportunity for those that want to get at cheaper prices. So it all comes down to patience, my friend. Patience. We have earnings in about a week, week and a half. I'm going to set some alerts and let this thing play out. $18 on the top side here, and I'll do 2 alerts here on the bottom. I'll do one at $16, mark is at or below, and I'll do another one at let's see, maybe 15.7 or maybe 15.50. Let's do 15.50. Mark is at or below. So let me pull up Yahoo Finance very quickly, guys. Smash that like button, by the way, and let's try and get the 50,000 subs this year on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe. I appreciate you all as always. So here on Yahoo Finance, we can see that Palantir is a $35 billion market cap, roughly, heading into these earnings in about a week and a half, and their beta is at 2.66, which really, it's not that relevant for this video, but that means it is way more volatile than the stock market, if you guys didn't know, which honestly, that's not too hard to guess there. And their PE ratio is at a 233, which is unreal, as their stock price is $16, and their EPS for the last 12 months, only 7 cents. So take 16 divided by 7 cents, you're going to get a crazy number there. But yeah, man, those are some quick numbers here. It looks like, obviously, there's no dividend yield. Yahoo Finance has their 1-year target estimate, which, by the way, I never look at stuff like that. But for fun, $15.14. So Yahoo Finance thinks they're pretty much not going to do anything over the next year. But yeah, let's pull the analysis tool or tab, whatever you want to call it, up here, and let's quickly look at these EPS and revenue estimates. Although I know I covered this, I think, about a week ago. We're going to do a refresher right now and do another refresher probably a day or two before the earnings actually come out. But we're looking at, on 14 analysts, average earnings per share of 7 cents. Low estimate is also 7 cents, which I really don't get. I think I said that in the last time we talked about this. High estimate, 9 cents, and a year ago they did 4 cents. So they're looking pretty good year over year on EPS. And when it comes to revenue, guys, based on 12 analysts, average estimate $602 million, low estimates $598, with the high being $612. And a year ago, them doing, let's see, $508 million. So on average, projected, they're looking to do about 18% revenue growth, which really is not that bad. Sure, it's not where it used to be, no doubt, but you know, it's pretty decent. 18%. If I pull the financials up quickly, I mean, guys, for Pete's sake, they did 1.1, you guys can see, $1 billion of revenue in 2020, right? And now essentially trailing 12 months, they're at 2.1 billion. So they've doubled their revenue in the last 3-4 years, which is pretty good. You know, of course, they're now getting to GAAP profitability slowly, which is solid. So yeah, we're going to be watching Palantir very closely this week, the week after that, obviously. And when it comes to their balance sheet, I mean, yeah, last time I checked, their balance sheet was pretty solid. Total assets, I like looking at total assets over total liabilities. In particular, current assets over current liabilities. Their current ratio, which in this case is like a 5, which is unreal. $3 billion in current assets versus almost $600 million current liabilities. So that's pretty good, really good. So yeah, Palantir, guys, top of the watch list as always. I just wanted to do a quick update here on the charts for you guys, and really hammer in the fact that it comes down to the wedge now on this 4-hour chart. What direction are we going to pick? 18 plus or under 16, 15.50, right? Under that, what direction are we going to pick? And again, we already saw how on the 5-day, we downtrended all week, man. What is going on? So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to follow me on X at Stocks Talk Stocks. And to get your free stocks for Moo up to 15 stocks, each up to $2,000. Fund your account with at least $100. You get 5 stocks. And fund it with at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, guys. So get on it. Use that link down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys later.